All right, next up we've got ImpulseSave with Phil Fremont Smith and Ann Steinhaus.
Hello, my name is Phil Fremont Smith, and this is Ann Steinhaus, and we're from ImpulseSave. In a world that's designed to get us to spend more at every turn, literally like a mousetrap designed to get us to get an extra $5, $10 out of us at every possible moment, ImpulseSave has actually made it just as easy and as instantly gratifying to save your money as it is to spend it. Look, people love to save money, and that's no mystery there, right? We all love to save money, but the question is, why do we suck so bad at it? And it's a complex question, but we boil it down to some very simple answers that work and drive our product. Basically, underlying fact, our brain was designed 50,000 years ago to be good at one thing, hunting and gathering. When we see fruit that is ripe on the vine, we are hardwired to grab for that fruit, and especially before someone else gets it. Problem is, of course, is that marketers and retailers have figured this out a long time ago, in fact, and they have been preying on those natural human instincts, and you drop that human brain into the modern retail environment and you have trouble, right? Most of us in America are actually spending between 10 and 20% of our disposable income on these silly purchases we don't need, and most of the time don't even remember making. So experts will tell you, and have for 100 years. And all the products in the landscape today in personal finance are coming from the same vantage point, that in order to do well with your finances, in order to get ahead financially, you must create a plan, you must have a budget, you must stick to that financial diet, you must use spreadsheets and budgets. Well, look at their results. It doesn't work. So what we've actually done is we've actually come at this problem from the exact opposite direction. Instead of changing people, or trying to fit into savings, we've actually changed saving to fit into people. So, how does it work? People come to ImpulseSave.com, they create an account with us. In doing so, they create an online piggy bank, a savings account that's FDIC insured and interest-bearing. They then link that account to their external checking account, wherever they bank, it doesn't matter, so that they can move money out of harm's way whenever they want to. Then, they create goals. And a goal can be anything from an iPad to a travel vacation to paying down your student debt, anything that you really care about and want to make sure you make happen in your life. Then you're ready to go into the world, into this mousetrap designed to get us to spend. So now let's take this into the wild. Let's say that Ann here is out shopping in Target, for example, and she's walking through the aisles and she's got her batteries and her toothpaste in the cart, the thing she actually went to the store to buy. But it's not really that simple, is it?
Ooh, strappy sandals on sale.
Yes, the strappy sandals on sale, and probably on sale for a limited time only. These are exactly the kinds of impulse buys that are killing and bleeding the American public. And so now, as an ImpulseSave user, Ann has options she didn't have before. In fact, options that Target probably wishes she didn't have. One of those options would be to take that item and with a few touches of our mobile app, or even actually through scanning it in the future, throwing it back on the rack and not buying it, but have the amount she was just about to have spent be transferred automatically in that moment into her ImpulseSave savings account. Instantly, she sees a message coming back to her which says, "Ann, you rock. You just saved $25 towards your trip to Paris. You're more than halfway there. Make another one right away." Our Impulse Savers are actually doing this on average 2 times a week right now, and at an average savings point or price point, whatever you want to call it, of $15. So what I want to do now is take a dive into our product and take a look at Ann's account online to give you some context as to how this works. So right now you're looking at Ann's goal, or those are the list of her goals. You can see that she's making progress towards her goals, and you can see that there's a history there of her previous impulse saves, and also that one of her friends has actually made a comment on one of her saves. And this is one aspect of ImpulseSave that is very interesting, and actually one of the funnest parts of it, is that you don't have to share, right? Sharing is not the default, but close to 40% of our users choose to share their impulse saves. It's an aspect of bragging, it's an aspect of showing something about yourself to your friends and family, or to the entire population or community in ImpulseSave. And you can see here, this is the main feed where that's happening. These are actual Americans that are saving instead of buying. And frankly, that's historic. So next, I'd like to take a step back and talk about exactly why this works so effectively and why, for some of our users, it's actually addictive. So you can impulse save from wherever you are, and you can impulse save whenever the impulse strikes you. For example, you can impulse save using Instagram. Just use the ImpulseSave hashtag. You can impulse save through SMS text if you don't have a smartphone. And in the very near future, you'll be able to impulse save while shopping on a site without ever leaving that site. Your goals will be presented, you save 10%, 2%, whatever you feel like it, or you just click out of it. So we're not just here to make saving easy. We're actually taking your goals, your aspirations, and your priorities in your life, and we're going to use our ninja marketing skills to market those to you. And this is where it gets really interesting. We do that through email updates and progress updates. We do that through notifications, push notifications based on your behavior, push notifications based on your current location. And in the very near future, it's actually a great time to sign up for ImpulseSave because of this reason, we're going to be offering matching funds for an incentive to save more. So look, the bottom line is that our savers are saving over $3,000 a year right now. And if budgets and spreadsheets work for you and you're into self-denial, that's awesome. You're all set. You don't need ImpulseSave. But if you're like the rest of us, ask yourself this question. What could you do with an extra $3,000 a year? You can come to ImpulseSave.com and check us out, download our app from the store, and we welcome you to it. Thank you very much.
I think it's an awesome idea to be able to easily move money to save for a rainy day or to save for a goal. What I don't know is like how you're going to keep someone else from easily being able to do the same thing. I used to just I would transfer money from my checking account to a savings account for the same reason without putting in a if this then that type of hashtag. So I'm wondering like what that, and I'm also wondering because it seems like it's relatively easy for someone to kind of mock up their own version of it. And then two, for people that are looking to save money, and I think I remember it's even reading before this that it's free to do. What's the model for you guys?
Yeah. So the first question, why can someone not just take this and run with it? So we've been in, we were in beta for 8 months, close to a year, and while it looks very simple to have this experience, what we've actually done is created an alternative gratification experience, which is literally competitive with consumption. Now, we're not anti-consumption by any means, but for someone to copy that, it's not as simple as it looks. Secondly, to your other point, how we make money, essentially. We are partnering with both banks and HR departments and others, including charities, to get our product out there and to sort of own the landscape on this. And first mover advantage is going to be very important for us, there's no question. But we're there. I mean, Americans saving twice a week at an average pop of $15, close to $3,000 a year, over $3,000 a year. So we're off to an amazing start, and I think that there's a long way we can take it from here.
Are you giving them investment? Can they invest from that account rather than saving it for whatever the savings percentage is and whatever the original goal was? Is there an incentive for them to invest that money?
Yeah, so it's very interesting. So a very large percentage of our users actually, once they achieve a goal, do not redeem it. And the reason for that is because it's extremely unusual for these folks to have any money in the bank. And so this is the first time they're very proud of the fact that they have it. And there's an awesome opportunity there which goes into our lead generation part of our business model, whereby, first of all, we allow them to roll that money over into whatever other account they should be putting it into, 529 for their kids' education or mutual funds, et cetera. Or if they're gonna consume, if they're gonna spend that money, then we want to offer them the best possible deal to do that.
How many users do you guys have?
We're under agreement with our bank to not release that number, but it's a statistically relevant number and growing every day. So it's a large number of people.
Did you say what percent of your users are people that you knew or that you invited yourself?
No, we're way beyond that point. Yeah, these are folks from all around the country that are doing this.
Do you have any numbers about retention? How many people who start using it are still using it?
Yeah, so our numbers on retention are actually really good. So our net promoter score right now is at 39%, and retention, I think, or attrition is at 1%. I think that's close to lifetime, yeah. So that's for, we've been in the market, well, as of today, but our beta has been in the market for 3 months. So.
And so what is 1% of what is what?
Of all users
Right.
Who have
have
ever
quit.
signed up
have decided this was not for them.
stopped.
Yeah.
99% of people who sign up stay with the service.
So far, yeah. And we're young.
Incredible.
Yeah.
One of the other things is we noticed people are actually asking us to communicate with them more. We have over 50% open rate on the emails that we send out, and we're just getting started with doing notifications. So we're really excited about how people are interacting with the
We
product.
hold a really unique position in the marketplace, right? Everybody's trying to bleed people for another 5, 10, 25 bucks here and there. We're really the only ones out there that are saying, no, wait a minute, actually think about your goals that you've prioritized. Put 5% here, put $10 there.
Well, what does it mean to stop using the service?
What was that?
What does it mean to stop using the service?
It would mean to cancel the account and actually remove all your
Do
money.
you have any numbers on how many people stop reporting things stop saving money?
People that stop saving money?
They don't cancel their account.
So not
they
necessarily attrition, but,
Right.
we're seeing that with just the small reminders that we're doing weekly, people do tend to stay with the product. And once they decide that they're not really using it anymore, it's an open savings account, so they do cancel it once they're not happy with it or not using it anymore.
All right, well, we're about out of time, so thank you, ImpulseSave.
Thank you very much.